Hey guys,
and welcome back to Sweaty Buddies.
I'm Issa.
I'm Priscilla.
And today we're going to be doing a little something different. I don't know if you guys noticed by our hockey jerseys. Yeah. We read a hockey romance, dark romance book. So we read The Pucking Wrong Number. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how many people know about that book.
It's like pretty popular.
Is it?
Yeah. The Pucking series.
The
Pucking series. I don't know actually what the series is called. Is it I don't think it's called
Maybe.
The Pucking series. I think it's called. Well, I don't think. I'm gonna find out for you guys.
They all start with like pucking.
It's by C.R. Jane, and it's Pucking Wrong #1. So I was
called Pucking Wrong.
Pucking Wrong. So I was half right.
Why Pucking Wrong? Is everything wrong?
Yeah, the next one's The Pucking Wrong Guy, and the third one is The Pucking Wrong Date. Everything's wrong in this series.
Yeah, I could tell you that.
Everything.
I could tell you that. I'm not even gonna make any comment in the beginning. I'm gonna just let them experience it.
Yeah.
How I had to experience this book.
And then we could say our reviews at the end.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you want to start? I'm ready to go.
Girl, before we begin, our jerseys. Hello, the Panthers. They made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
As you can notice or see if you're watching instead of listening to us, Priscilla does not watch hockey.
No, I have no idea.
I just so happen to have 2 hockey jerseys in my closet.
Yeah. That's just the thing.
Yeah.
That you have. Mm-hmm. This would be a cute outfit to go clubbing in.
Sure.
I would maybe
after a hockey game.
Girl, no, imagine this jersey with one of those glittery mini skirts.
Okay.
And heels.
You might not be able to see it because these are a little big.
You could write it up a little.
Okay.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That is kind of cute.
I would fuck.
Maybe if we go to a hockey game and then after.
Yeah.
Comment down below if I should take Priscilla to a hockey game.
I'm down.
You see, you guys don't even have to convince her. Don't comment. It's okay.
Yeah. I fucking hate hockey players though. I fucking hate y'all motherfuckers. I hope y'all land on the ice on your dick and you get frostbite.
Damn, like that?
I hate them. I
do have to say that hockey players are not the guys you read.
No. And seeing them skate on the little ice, I don't know, something about it is icky. Mind you, I skate, and that's why I hate hockey players, because they always interrupt my skating. But they don't look good skating. Figure skaters look good skating.
They're kind of, I don't know.
They're a little icky.
They're not
and why they stretch like that?
You don't like the way they stretch?
No. Why do they hump the ice? That's not cute. It's not cute. They're not doing it for me.
No?
No. Stretch normally, you know?
That's how the goalie stretches. You know, he has to block.
For what? What are you stretching for?
It's because goalie men. Yes, exactly. They do the splits.
What are you stretching for?
To block it. Girl, they cover the whole goal.
Oh, they flexible like that?
Yeah, they flexible like that. They can do the splits better than me. The fuck. They have no problem with Zayd. Zayd says knees to ears, and the hockey players are say less.
Bro, knees to fucking occipital bone. Right? That's the occipital bone? Okay, occipital bone. Okay, anyways.
Yeah. Let's get
Spoilers.
Yeah. Spoiler warning as always.
Yeah.
You know, we are a spoiler-filled podcast. If you guys don't fuck with spoilers, don't continue watching. I don't know what to tell you.
This is a little awkward.
But if you don't mind watching and you want to stay for the fucks of it are always welcomed.
Yeah. I feel like the majority of them
are for the fucks of
it. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They listen to this in the background while they clean or some shit. But
damn. I mean, we are entertaining. What can I say?
Yeah. Okay, let's start.
Start.
Okay, so it starts and we get introduced to our main character. Her name's Monroe. She has a mother that is a prostitute, and her whole life she has seen her mother fuck different types of men.
She doesn't really
Girl, she sees it.
She by accident.
A man shows up and her mom's like, "Come on, darling." and she sees them go into the room, and then one time she walked in on them like having
told,
a fucking
she
gangbang.
told the daughter like, whatever you hear, don't come outside. Like,
those aren't children noises.
And I know that, bro, if you're like, no, like, this is not offensive to like sex workers, you know, like,
no, they're getting their money.
Yeah, you getting your money, I applaud you.
Yeah.
You know, everyone gotta make money somehow.
Yeah, same.
But do you think that they fake it?
Yeah.
They have to, right?
Yeah, bro, they have to. Especially some of those men, like...
Yeah. With, like, the big old bellies and, like...
Oh, my God. Fucking suffocating you.
Nasty ass, like... I know that some of them are gross.
Yeah, bro. They probably don't even clean under their bellies. They got, like... Fucking...
A fungal infection down there.
Yeah, down there. You lift it.
Ooh, it probably stank.
Oh!
No!
Like, you get a wipey?
Nah, bitch. If you're a prostitute, I'm not your maid. I'm not gonna clean you.
It depends.
Honestly, maybe before you catch something.
Okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
Her mom's a prostitute, and the book starts that her mom is meeting up with this man. Mm-hmm. They go to the room. The man leaves, and then when she goes in, her mom's like, she's gone. She OD'd. So ever since then, she gets put into the foster system. Mm-hmm. She gets put with these foster parents that turn her into a maid.
Yeah, they have her like cleaning and
That's
shit.
Fucking rough. They have her cleaning, cooking. Her foster dad is a creep.
Ooh,
yeah.
That man was.
Yeah, he's nasty. Mm-hmm. So she's in her foster home and she's getting chicken out of the fridge because she gotta defrost the chicken.
Yeah, you know, she gotta cook the chicken tonight.
And then he comes up from behind it and she's like, what the fuck?
She already knew that he was already getting like, she was about to turn 18 and he started getting a little like
nasty,
weird with her. Yeah, so she was already like
disgusting.
With her, you know, like guard up.
Yeah, well, he comes up behind her and he's like, hey, like touching her. And he's
foster
like,
daughter.
Hey, foster daughter. He's like, you know I like to collect stuff. You know what I like collecting? Virgins. I like them virgins. And she's like, oh my God. But she's able to like run away from him. She runs away. And then she goes to her room. And after she cooks and does all the chores, everything. Obviously.
She like goes to sleep.
She goes to
already
sleep.
Like, she already knows. Yeah. She already knows.
And she wakes up in the middle of the night to like
they're trying to get in to the room.
He's a fucking lockpick motherfucker, like video games. And she's like, oh my God.
She already knows what's gonna happen. He's like, I'm coming to
collect them virgins. So he comes. No, he doesn't come in.
He doesn't
She's
come
like,
in. Yeah, she starts like
she screams. Yeah. And then the man's wife shows up because he got a wife.
The foster mom.
Yeah. And she's like, what's going on? And she's like, what is this? Why are you screaming in the middle of the night?
And you just see like the foster dad's like coming up the stairs like a glass of water. He's like, I was just in the kitchen getting water, you know?
He's really like,
yeah.
Oh my God, y'all up?
What happened?
Y'all up too? What's going on? Yeah. And she's literally like, why are you awake? He's like, I was thirsty.
I was just getting water. She was like, no, like someone was trying to get into my room. And then they're both looking at her like,
yeah, but
you fucking woke me up for this shit?
But he's like,
oh yeah. When the wife goes back to the room,
he's like, come collect very soon. Yeah. You don't lose it to nobody else but me. So she runs away.
Yeah.
The next morning she's like, fuck this shit. She runs away. I would run away too. And then she falls asleep on a bench and she wakes up to a hobo next to her.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck? He's like, shh.
It's okay. He's like,
he's Irish. She's Irish or something. Yeah. Or Scottish. He's like, laddie.
Yeah, he has an accent.
The fuck? In the middle of fucking, where are they in again? They're in Dallas, bro. Yeah. Aren't they like, it's okay, laddie. Go back to sleep.
Lad.
It's okay, lad. Go to sleep. And
I take care of you.
She's like, for some reason, like, I trust this motherfucker. Yeah. And she goes to sleep. Like, she goes to sleep.
And isn't he like rubbing her head and like singing something to her?
It's weird. She wakes up and he's still there.
Yeah.
Like,
I took care of you.
Yeah. He's like, I took care of you. Yeah, he sings her to sleep. And then, like, when she wakes up, he takes her to a woman's shelter. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, my name is Old Bill. They call me Old Bill, laddie. Mm-hmm. Nice to meet you.
Laddie.
Good luck. Laddie. Laddie. Is lad. Right? Lad.
I think laddie is...
Laddie.
Laddie is a girl.
Yeah,
and I think lad is a boy.
You'll be all right, laddie. You'll be all right. I don't know what the fuck kind of accent was that. Okay, so
give me a little Russian.
Yeah. Boy, you'll be all right. Let me not bring it back.
No.
Don't do it. So stop with the accents, Priscilla. Okay, so.
Oh my god.
We get introduced to Lincoln. Now, let me just tell you guys, this motherfucker's crazy. He's crazy. You'll see why. Like you'll get like certain like little red flags, but then like it'll just hit you. It'll just hit you. So he's introduced. He's a hockey player for,
of course, for Dallas.
For Dallas.
I think we're like for real. It's the Dallas Stars, but I don't know
what the fictional name is there.
I don't know if it's the same because sometimes they use like the actual team. I forgot.
Okay,
but yeah, he plays for Dallas.
He plays for Dallas, and he's at practice, and then he goes to the locker room, and he has this friend named Ari. They start like whipping each other with towels. That's a little girly pop. That's just a little girly
just a
pop.
little bit.
With a little butt ass naked.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. And I guess he like wants to take him out to a party, and this guy's like, no, like I need to meet up with like this other girl tonight.
Like my dad wants me to meet up with her.
Yeah.
And like Lincoln's saying that he's like fucked all her friends.
Yeah, that's disgusting. First of all, but yeah, they're like bragging about that. In the locker room.
He got plans. He got places to be.
Yeah. So back to Monroe, which is our main character. She works at like a doctor's office.
Yeah.
And
she has a few jobs.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the doctor's hitting on her. Everybody fucking hitting on this bitch.
Everybody want to fuck her.
Yeah. Apparently she's like the Lena Gilbert of this book from Vampire Diaries. She got no personality, but they just want her.
Yeah, they want her.
They want her anyways.
Apparently she's really pretty. She's really pretty.
She's very pretty. She's Megan Fox pretty. Yeah. Who else is pretty like that?
Margot Robbie. Oh my god! If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. If you watch that video. Yeah. So her boss. That's a doctor. Dr. Kevin is his name. He wants to fuck. Her landlord wants to fuck.
Yeah. Oh my god, the landlord.
Yeah, probably old Bill wants to fuck too.
Nah, he was like a nice old guy.
Those are the worst. So she like goes back to her place, and Bill is like camping outside her place because he followed her apparently. Yeah. He camps outside her apartment. And she goes up. Invite him in. Hell no. Damn, you know what? That's kind of fucked up because he watched her when she slept and took her to a shelter.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and now she
would be like,
yeah, she's leaving him out in the streets. Yeah. So she's in her apartment and she gets a text from a random number saying like, "Give me a second chance, please, baby. Like, I'll
make it up to you.
I'll make it up to you."
He's like, "I'll make it worth your while."
Yeah. So I think that like she starts texting him back and forth, and she ends up sending a picture to him.
Yeah. So like she ends up like, I think like texting him like fuck off. Like she ends up like telling him like texting back like, bro, no one would even give you a second chance. Yeah. Like she's like fucking with him basically. And yeah, they're like going back and forth, and she does send a picture to Lincoln. Yeah. The number that we don't know.
Yeah. Cause she's like, oh, whoever this girl is, like, I hope that like she does something like that. Like she's better without you, some shit like that. Yeah. And he's like, Cara? The girl's name's Cara. He's like, Cara, is that you? And then she sends a picture of herself like flipping the camera off, and he's like, oh my god.
And then he's like, he texts her back like, please tell me you're not Cara. And she's like, no, but like, bye.
Yeah. He's like, what's your name? Tell me your name. Yeah. Tell me everything about yourself. I love you already. I need to have you. And then it cuts to his point of view, and he's shocked. He's like, whoa, this girl is fucking fine. Delicious.
He's like, I already told my wife.
Yeah, he's like, that's it. Like,
that's it. I found the one.
I'm in love. And then, okay, this isn't nasty. He goes like, oh, she has like big full lips, like good enough to kiss and be wrapped around my cock. I was like, bro, like you don't even know this girl.
It was like love at first sight through a phone,
I guess. And then like he shows Ari, and Ari's like, damn, bro, she's fine. She's fine. And he's like,
and then he's like, you sure she's not like fake? Ari's like fucking with him.
He's like, nah, she real. She all mine too. She's all mine. All mine. Oh my god, they're not ready. Okay, so she's like, I think at this point she's like back at work the next day, and he just texts her full name, Monroe, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And she's like, excuse me?
He found out real quick.
He found out like her fucking name. Yeah. And he's like, oh, send me more pictures of you. So I think like she sends him. No, he sends her like his forehead. Then he sends her like his thigh.
Yeah, because she's like, how am I going to be sending pictures to you? Like, I sent you a full face pic and like, I don't even know what you look like.
And he sends her like the thigh. She sends him like her big toe, which girlie, for free?
Yeah.
For free? Nah.
Maybe it was like the back.
And he got, I'll be like, you want a picture of my toe? You gotta pay for it.
No, she's like looking at like the picture of like his like legs, and she's like, damn, those legs are muscular. Yeah, I'm like,
she's like, them cockroach legs. You know when like they're so muscly that they look like roaches?
Yeah, but I don't think it looked like that.
Oh, I imagined it. I imagine that shit
like tree trunk,
like the Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
I don't know.
She's like, damn.
To be honest, I've never seen hockey players that ripped. To be honest.
Yeah, me.
I think that's just like a book thing.
Definitely.
I see y'all scrawny as fuck. Y'all ain't hitting the gym that much.
Hell no. They just stretch.
Yeah, they just stretch.
That's all they're
like
do.
Flexible as fuck.
Yeah. So, she gets out of work and they had been texting all day. And she's like, oh my God, it's raining. And then he's like, yeah, I know. And she's like, wait, are you in Dallas? And he's like, yeah, I am. Oh my God, we live like in the same area. And he's like, okay, like I'll send you a cab since it's raining. And she's like, no, it's okay. She ends up finding like a plastic bag and she goes home with it. That's the end of that interaction. And fast forward, we find out that he hires a private investigator. For what? You guys are gonna find out very soon.
To stalk her, duh.
Yeah. The private investigator gets him like pictures. He gets him like all her history, like her foster family,
everything,
her mother. He like gets her childhood pictures, and he's looking at it like,
beautiful.
He's like, wow, what a beautiful little girl.
Look at my future wife.
And he's like, I see pain in those eyes.
Okay, then.
He's like, look at the pain like she's going through in that picture.
Like, I'm gonna fix it.
Nah, yeah, he's like, I'm gonna fix it. He's like, I relate. I got the same pain going on.
I got like daddy issues.
Yeah. So then after he gets this information, he gets in his Corvette. Oh, he's a car guy.
Yeah. Ooh.
He's a car guy.
What color do you think the Corvette is?
Well, it said it's green or some shit.
But like in real life, do you think he would be like a... Like, I don't think he would be like a black or like a white.
Nah.
Like, I for sure know it would be like a popping... Well, he does have a popping color, but like...
It would be like bright ass red or like that Miami blue.
Yes.
The Miami blue color. That
is like
color.
The Miami Vice blue.
Yeah, obnoxious as fuck. If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, he goes in his Corvette and he drives to her apartment.
Yeah.
And
he knows where she lives. Yeah, he knows everything about her.
Everything. And he's like watching her from far away, and she's going to her apartment.
But she's like,
and literally like from far away, he gets hard instantly. It's the first glimpse of this girl in public.
She looks probably like a drowned rat.
Yeah, and he's like, oh my God. And he's like, fuck, I need to go practice. I need to go skate. So he has to leave, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So he leaves, and then. Oh my God, this is another part that's a little crazy, but it gets much crazier than this. So she gets tricked into going on a date with a classmate of hers. I think his name is like Connor.
So he's like, what is it that they're like supposed to all meet up for like a study date? But then like when she gets there, they're like, oh, like by the way, like the two other people couldn't come. But like sit down, I'm gonna order steak. Like we're gonna drink wine. Yeah. Nah, you staying? We ain't rescheduling.
No, you're fucking staying.
Yeah.
And then she's like texting Lincoln, like, oh my God, like they're not coming, so like let's turn into a date.
Yeah.
And he's like, excuse me? Nah, it's not happening. Tell me how the restaurant fucking closes. The waitress comes over and she's like, listen, like y'all gotta go.
Y'all gotta take this home.
Everybody's leaving.
And she's like, thank God.
Yeah. So they're like outside and the guy like saying bye, he kisses her on the cheek.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, this is uncomfortable. So she like runs away. And as she's running away, she hears footsteps behind her. Somebody's following her. Oh my God. So she calls Lincoln and she's like, help. She's like, someone's following me. And he's like, it's okay. Like, just go home. It's okay. So she ends up going home. And when she gets home, he's like, good girl. bye. Okay. Okay, like, I guess. And then obviously, like, it cuts to him, and obviously he's the one that closed down the restaurant.
Yeah.
And he literally
called them, and he literally bought it out.
Yeah, he bought out all the reservations, everything in the restaurant. On top of that, he beat up Connor in the alley.
Yeah. He gave him 2 black eyes.
Yeah, and he's tracking her. He's tracking her phone. He's tracking her everywhere she goes. In case that wasn't obvious. So, Lincoln is famous. I don't know if we mentioned this, but he's a famous hockey player.
Yeah.
So he has like a photo shoot for like, I don't know, Vogue or some shit.
Like, what is it? Underwear? Is it the underwear?
I guess
it was like an underwear.
I picture this motherfucker
catalog.
as like Prince Charming from Shrek.
Why? Because of the hair?
And he's blonde. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's in the photo shoot.
He like the luscious.
The winds.
The lips. I know his cheekbones are like the.
Yeah, the fucking. So then he's like with this girl taking shots or whatever, like pictures.
Yeah, not those type of shots.
And she's like flirting with him, and she like runs her hand down, and she tickles his pee-pee.
Yeah.
And he's like,
she touched his
he
cock.
grabs her by the neck. He's like, you never fucking do that shit again. He's like, you touch me again, I swear to God, you gonna get it. And then he's like, I need to stop. He's like, I need to control myself. And he starts thinking about Monroe. Yeah. And he's like, damn, she's fine. And he gets a fucking Woody. And they're like, we can't take a picture like that with your dick up in the air. And he's like, sorry.
Of course, yeah.
He's like, sorry.
And he like tells the lady that's like in charge, who's ever like running the photo shoot. He's like, you need to get more professional people. Like, what is this?
Yes.
She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
She touched my baby.
She touched my cock.
She touched my baby.
She touched Monroe's cock.
Yeah, Monroe's. Yeah. Monroe's. So, they end up giving him the picture of his pee-pee heart. I don't know why. Yeah. That's just something that I explicitly remember. And just to let you guys know, he calls her Dream Girl. That's you know how like we have little mouse, right? We have little mouse. We have little trader. What else?
Sweetheart.
Cause he calls her Dream Girl. He's like, hey, Dream Girl.
That's the nickname.
That's cringy as fuck. I'm sorry. Dream
Girl.
Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so she works like in a catering company apparently, and she has to work this party, and it's a fancy party, and it's literally like a last minute thing. They're like, we need you to cover
because like the catering company got switched, or like they needed like another catering company. Yeah, some shit like that.
So then she goes to the party, and she sees this guy that he's like super tall. He has like black hair, and he's like, oh hey, like my name's Ari. And I'm like, wait.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh no.
And he's already like fucking with her.
Yeah, he's flirting with her. Yeah. And then she's like, whatever, the party continues, and she's serving these rich ass motherfuckers.
Hors d'oeuvres, probably.
Hors d'oeuvres. And then she looks to like the entrance, and a guy walks in, and she's like, oh my God, like he's beautiful. Like he's blonde. He looks like Prince Charming.
So he looked like a god.
Like a golden god.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, and then she's like entranced.
Yeah.
And somebody slaps her ass because she's Elena Gilbert. Like
she just got a badonk.
Everybody wants her. So they slap her ass, and she drops the tray, and everybody looks at her like, oh my God, this servant did not just drop the tray. And her boss is like bitching at her, and she goes to pick up the tray, and when she picks it up, somebody helps her.
The guy comes,
and it's Mr. Golden God. Is Mr. Golden God. So then like when she looks up at him, she realizes, she's like, shit, this is Lincoln. Yeah, it's Lincoln. And then she's like kind of out of it because she's just looking at him. And she ends up like grabbing onto his forearm, and her boss is like, oh my God, like I'm so sorry, Mr. I forgot his last name. I'm so sorry,
Lincoln.
Mr. Lincoln. She's a new servant. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
And she's like literally screaming at her like, let him go. Yeah. Like, why are you touching him? Because she was like grabbing like his forearm, like trying to get steady.
Yeah. And then he's like, he basically like shuts the boss up. He throws like dollar bills at her. And he takes Monroe. Yeah. So he takes her, and he starts pulling her like through the house, and everything's so crowded. But he takes her to like a different hallway, and immediately he kisses her.
Yeah.
He kisses her.
He's like, yeah, devour.
Yeah, and he
devour those lips that I want to rub my cock.
his Dwayne the Rock Johnson thigh in between her legs, and he's like, fuck my thigh, baby. Fuck it, dream girl. And she does.
This is literally like 5 minutes.
This is first meeting.
Yeah.
First meeting. This isn't even the good part. Like, God, I can't wait to get to the good part. So, while she's...
This isn't even anything crazy, guys.
Nah.
I ain't ready for it.
No, they're not. No. So while she's like humping his leg, all of a sudden like the door opens and paparazzi shows up. They're like, who is this girl? Who's this girl, Lincoln? Who is she? What's she doing humping her thigh? And then they're like, oh my God. She ends up running away.
Yeah. She gets like super embarrassed. Yeah. And she runs all the way home.
She runs home. Yeah. And then he stays behind with the paparazzi. And this motherfucker shows up at her apartment. And she's like, how do you know where I live?
He's like, I know everything about you.
The fuck? But she like lets it go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. You see, I would be like,
excuse me?
I'd be like, I don't remember telling you where I live.
Bro, he knew like street, apartment building.
He knew
apartment number.
Old bill downstairs.
Yeah, everything.
He knew everything. So he's like, oh, like I paid them off. They're not going to talk about you. Like, don't worry. And she's like, get the fuck out of my house. Because at this point, she still has like some common sense.
Yeah.
She's like, get out of my house.
Like, what are you doing here?
He's like, please, I'm falling in love with you. Like, please, I love you. And she's like, no, bye. And he's like, bye, dream girl. Bro. At least he left. I would punch him.
At least he left
this time.
Yeah. This time he left.
So, she's in class.
Oh my God. I fucking love this part.
Do you?
Yeah. No, you didn't like it? She's in class.
Yeah, she's in class.
And, bro, all of a sudden, Lincoln walks in.
He's there to talk.
In front of the whole class. And everyone's like, all the girls are like, oh my God, this is fine.
Yeah, they're like,
oh my God, it's a hockey god, like golden man, you know, whatever.
Yeah, bro.
And he's like, oh, like I need you guys to help me out. And he's like, I'll pay for everyone's tuition if you guys get one of the girls in this class, one specific girl, to go out with me.
Yeah, which in my opinion is a little creepy.
Yeah, it's a little.
And I wouldn't even know who the motherfucker was.
And she's already thinking. She's like, "Fuck, bro! Like, isn't one of the girls next to her like a single mom, like some shit like that?" She's already like thinking about it. She was like, "Fuck!" Like,
yeah, she was like, "I have to do it."
She's like, "I have to do it." Like, everyone's gonna get like their tuition paid.
And one of the girls is like, "Marry me, marry me, Lincoln, please." She's like, "Look at my titty." I'm sorry, titty. Please
sign it.
Please. Sign around the areola. Specifically. Oh God. But if I was sitting there in that class, I'd be like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? I'd be like, can y'all tell me who this is?
Is the guy that she went on the date with, Connor or whatever?
He's there.
He's there, right?
Yeah, he's there like.
This motherfucker.
With his fucking eye. He's like.
Like, how can you compare that motherfucker to
a billionaire?
Yeah. In the NHL.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah. The National Hockey League.
Oh, okay. So obviously she's like, yeah, like I'll go. Yeah, and everybody's like,
I'll go on the date and I'll go to the game. Because he tells her she has to go to a game too.
Yeah, she has to go to the game and dinner.
Yeah.
And like everybody's like, yay. But then the girls are kind of like, what the fuck? The fuck? No. She's not even that cute. She got the personality of a toaster.
She basic.
She basic as bang. She's not like other girls.
But like, wasn't like the guys around her, like they were already looking at her.
Oh yeah, because they're like, she's the hottest one here.
Yeah.
Like, of course it's her, Elena Gilbert. So he ends up sending a driver to come pick her up to take her to his game. And the lady that she meets gives her Ari's jersey. She doesn't give her this guy's jersey. And she was like, haha, this is going to be so funny. And then cut to Lincoln. He's already on the ice, you know, doing his splits.
Yeah.
He's getting flexible
and
for
she
skating.
Already, didn't she get late to the game at first?
Yeah.
So when he like first was like looking at her seat, like she wasn't there.
She wasn't
like,
there.
Fuck, bro. Like I don't know if she's gonna come. Like I think so, but like I don't want to get my hopes up, and like I'm gonna have that in the back of my mind all game, whatever. So the game begins.
Yeah.
And then like I think it was like the first quarter or like the second quarter when he looks.
Girl,
he like sees
you're
her.
telling me there's quarters in hockey?
Yeah, girl, there's 3.
Okay. No, quarter. It's throughout the game.
Throughout the game. He like looks.
And she's there.
Oh
No, and he instantly gets hurt.
Yeah.
And he's like, down, boy. Down. What?
Does that even work?
What? He's literally like, down, boy. No. Don't get too excited.
Can you get your dick like that? Like, does that work?
What?
Can you like tell it to like inflate? I wonder what guys think about.
Tied up tonight. You gotta pow.
You gotta think about like dead stuff.
Yeah. Animals. I don't know. Think about your dog. I hope that works. No, like just your dog
or like your mom.
Oh,
like that. Nah.
I hope it works. If it don't work,
concerning.
It's like, why is it so hard? You think about mommy. It's strange. Okay, so
those are the mommy boys. You gotta watch out.
He sees her and he notices that she's wearing Ari's jersey. And in the middle of the game, he just
instantly goes to the fucking.
He skates to Ari. Because they can't.
To the glass.
They can't walk over.
Yeah.
So he's so skating with all his hockey gear. Bro, with these shits.
And you know the gear is like.
He goes to Ari and he's like, wow! He punches him. Yeah. And then like he goes to her and he's like, take that shit off. He's like, I swear to God, if you ever wear some other man's jersey, I'll kill them. And she's like,
we're like, whoa, like this turned dark.
I'm like, baby, relax. It's me. It's Dream Girl. You want me to wear your jersey? I'll wear your jersey.
It's okay.
Bro, I'm sorry. Like all these red flags, like, come on.
And she's still there. She's like, damn, like, golden god.
Yeah, she's like, wow, he's so possessive. I love it. He's like, I love it.
She's like, I used to be a peasant.
A servant.
And now
look, I'm getting
hockey player.
I'm getting driven around. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would ignore the flags too. Not gonna lie.
All these red flags, bitch. I'm colorblind.
Yeah.
All I see is green.
This is green.
Green.
Everything. Across the board.
Everything.
Okay, so
he says he's gonna kill someone.
Nah, I heard kiss.
Yeah, he's protective over me.
He's so protective over a shirt. Yeah, or me wearing a shirt. So he invites her to an after party, and he goes like, "If I could put you in my pocket, I would, baby. I would, dream girl.
I would take you everywhere.
I'll keep you always and forever." And she's like, wow.
Green flags.
She's like, so romantic.
Yeah.
Wow. He wants me forever. Mm-hmm. And then he like eats her out in the locker room. It probably smells like ass in there. It smells like booty cheeks and dirty balls. Disgusting. But she gets off. She gets
like digging balls.
She dig them all and booty holes.
Sweaty balls.
And booty holes.
Oh, booty holes.
Woo! Oh my God.
Probably stank in that bitch.
It's just disgusting. And like the fucking feet smell too. Like everything, bro. Armpit smell. Men just nasty in general.
I don't think they clean that shit. They probably got games. I mean, there's like hockey games at least like 3 times a week.
Oh, bro. Disgusting. So he gives her his jersey because he's like, you're not gonna wear any other man's jersey.
Yeah. But she, mind you, he just finished playing a game. So she's like, I'm not gonna wear your dirty jersey. Like, you've been wearing that all like the whole game. And then he's like, just here, trust me. And girl, apparently it doesn't smell bad. No. The man smells like fucking
Febreze?
Sauvage. It's cologne.
Dior? Yeah. I would have thought he would have got a more expensive cologne.
Like,
I don't know. Don't ask me what the most expensive.
Sauvage is pretty good.
Sauvage.
Jimmy Choo.
Yves Saint Laurent.
YSL.
Yeah, that one.
Fancy.
Fancy is big.
I think so. Oh, girl, what? Chanel Blue, like Chanel Blue. This is like $350.
Oh, okay, that's the one he uses.
That's the one he uses.
He's a Chanel girly. Okay, so
that's what he'd be spraying on before the games, apparently, because it smells. His jersey smells heavenly.
Yeah,
it smells delicious after that game.
Okay, and then they're in the car on their way to the after party, and she's like, I'm scared, like I'm not used to this, I'm so scared. And he's like, when something feels this fucking good, you don't fight it, baby. Don't fight me. I promise you don't want to fight me. Okay,
I'll tell you up real quick.
Yeah. Oh my god,
doesn't know that yet.
No, and this is a good part. They're at the party.
Okay.
And as soon as she gets in, she's like, I need a pee.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I'll take you to pee. And there's a whole line to pee.
Yeah.
And he's like, you good here? I'm going to go like over there. And she's like, okay, yeah. So she stays in line and she hears these girls like talking about him. And they're like, oh my God, look, it's Lincoln. Like he didn't even look at me.
Like, I'm trying to get dick down again, but like he doesn't do repeats.
Yes, he didn't even look at me. Like, what is this? And she's like, that's a little uncomfortable. So she goes to the bathroom. And when she comes out, Lincoln is like in the middle and he's surrounded by all these girls. And she has a flashback to her mom in an orgy. I was like, what the fuck?
Where she's literally like, how old was she? Like 7?
I don't know.
She was young.
But she imagined her mom like young. On her knees.
And like her mom told her like not to leave the room, that she was gonna be hearing voices, but she said that she got hungry, right?
I don't remember. She got
like hungry, because I remember that she ends up saying like, I was no longer hungry.
Yeah, I bet after seeing that.
So
she lost her appetite.
Yeah, she like leaves the room and like there's a whole bunch of people getting fucked. Her mom's like giving somebody a blowjob, right?
Yeah, she's on her knees.
Yeah.
She sees a mommy on her knees.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then she starts freaking out. Yeah. And Lincoln's like, oh my god, what's wrong, dream girl? What's wrong? And she's like, oh my god, like I'm having flashbacks. And he's like, about your mom? Yeah, I know about your mom. And he's like, it's okay. It's okay. So like he hugs her and he's like, I'm gonna sing to you. And he sings her, 'cause I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Bro, I would be it. They're like
concerned. Oh my god.
I would be like,
can you pick another song, please?
Out of all the songs you sing her creep.
Oh my god.
By Radiohead.
Yeah, I know you're a fucking creep and a weirdo.
Like, and he's like, he looks down her, he's like, feeling better, dream girl? I would be so concerned. I would be like, why did you sing that song? First of all, why did you sing this song? Second of all, don't fucking call me dream girl anymore. We spoke about this.
He's like winking at her, like
feeling better, dream girl.
Or the lip though.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
cheekbone.
You know how
add some highlighter to that motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. You know how guys post for pictures?
They put their tongue like on the roof of their mouth. They do like the.
It's gonna fucking slap you. Act normal.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, so
I can't.
And then like another girl shows up and she starts like, hey, like, oh my god, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. And Monroe's like, that's it, I'm leaving. Like, first it was the flashback, then you sang creep to me, now this girl showed up, like I'm done.
She's like, you could tell that they fucked. They got history.
Yeah, you could tell. Yeah. But she's like, I'm not having it. So she like goes to walk away and someone throws a beer on her.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Like, what? So she's like, she goes to the elevator. And he goes in too, because, you know, why wouldn't he? And he presses the emergency stop button. He's like, you ain't going anywhere, baby. And he has her pinned. He has, like, her arms up, you know, like 50 Shades of Grey style. And, like, he's like, like that. And he's like, he's like, please, like, dream girl, don't go. Like, let me go with you, blah, blah, blah. He ends up taking her home. I'd be like, you didn't have to like pin me to the wall, but okay.
You didn't have to beg like that.
Yeah, but okay.
If you want me to.
Yeah. Okay, so then he drops her off at home, and again, she's like over it, bro. She's not used to his lifestyle. She's a peasant, a pauper, a servant. She's a wench. She's a wench. And then he's like, okay, like have a good night's sleep. He closes the door and he's like, I copied her keys. He's like, I'll be coming on later.
He's like, I'm gonna leave her alone for now.
Yeah. And he's like, at least I won't have to worry about her tonight. I copied her key. And after she fell asleep, we'd be having a sleepover party. What the fuck? He's like, other people might call that scary stalker behavior. I call it true love. Oh yeah, he's very confused.
Yeah.
He's a very confused man. So he comes back because he got the key.
Yeah.
He opens,
and she's there, you know.
She's there, knocked the fuck out. She's like, and he's like, he's like, damn, she's looking good. She's asleep, but she's looking good.
Yeah, she's knocked out.
He's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna have to whip it out. So he whips it out and he starts going ham on his dick.
Yeah.
And eventually, to her unconscious body, he gets off, and he picks up a little bit of his cum, and he's like,
puts it on her lips.
He's like, dream girl.
Think about me tonight. Dream about me.
Yeah. And then he's like, I'll let you have the bed. I'm gonna sleep on the floor. And he goes to sleep. Bro, he goes to sleep on the floor.
Literally goes to sleep.
And he's like, I'll be gone before she wakes up. And he's gone. Yeah. She never finds out that ever happened.
She wakes up in the morning. She's like,
damn.
It's a little salty.
She's like,
a little dry.
It's a little crusty.
A little crust. Let me go put on some chapstick.
Yeah. Ooh, she turned into cement. So she's leaving school, and Connor again, tries to hit on her, but then all of a sudden Lincoln shows up, and he's like, "Hey, dream girl," and she describes that he rasps, "Hey, dream girl," with a growl. Because Connor's there. Yeah. And it's like it sends shivers down her spine apparently when he goes, "Hey, dream girl," motherfucker. And he's like, "I missed you," and he kissed her. He makes out with her in front of Connor, and Connor's
already like,
Connor's having flashbacks. He's like, "Oh my god, this is the man that beat me the fuck up." He's like, "Oh my god, I need to save her, bro. I need to save her from this man."
Lincoln's like, I give this motherfucker 2 black eyes, and he's still fucking talking to her.
He's still talking to her, yeah. Nah, but he takes her to his penthouse. Motherfucker has a penthouse. Yeah. He shows her his car collection because remember he's a car guy.
Yeah, so he has like,
I don't know how I feel about that.
All of these are yours, and he's like,
yeah,
I got money like that.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's that.
Yeah, and then he's like, you hungry? I'm gonna order you food. What do you want? And she's like, he's like, it's okay. I'm gonna order you all my favorites. I'm like,
that's very extra.
No, but honestly, if a man takes me up to his penthouse and he starts like showing me the cars, I'd be like, bro, I don't give a fuck.
But what if he feeds you?
I'd be like, let's get to the food. I don't care about your cars. The fuck? I'd be like, wow, they're very nice. Food?
He has a bike, probably too.
I guess so. And then he's like, come sit on my lap, baby. So she sits on his lap, and he's already hard. Like, yeah. Apparently,
he's
whenever
like, if you're gonna eat, you're gonna get the best seat in the house.
Yeah. Apparently, whenever he sees her, like it just goes up, like a flag. And he's like, just ignore it.
Erectile dysfunction, not happening. No, it's not here, not present.
He's like, just ignore it, dream girl.
He probably has the opposite: premature ejaculation.
Oh my god! Yikes! So they're like hanging out after they eat, and he gets a text. And it's a nude. And she's like,
a random number. She's like, who the fuck?
I'd be like, oh, motherfucker. Oh, I see. And she gets mad and she wants to leave. And he's like, no. He's like, this ends right now. He like carries her.
He's like, you don't know that you're mine? I'm going to show you that you're mine.
Nah, he carries her to his room. God. He's like, just you wait, Monroe. Monroe, Monroe, Monroe. He throws her on the bed. He's like, you want to see how much I fucking love you?
Girl. She's like, no, because she's like there, and then he's like, look at me. And she's like looking at him in the eyes. And he's like, no, look at me.
And she looks at his dick.
And she looks at him.
He tattooed her name on his dick, bro.
Yes, bro.
That's Monroe. Psycho.
Dude, that's not like 2 or like 3 letters. Dude, that's a pretty...
Nah, and apparently it's like black and it's outlined in red. So like that must be like pretty thick because it's not going to be just line work if you outlining it.
Yeah. He did like bubble letters.
Nah, yeah, he did fucking bubble font. I would be like, oh no. Ooh. I'd be like, I fucked up. I fucked up replying to this motherfucker.
He's like, if you want me to bedazzle it, I will. Just let me know. Nah. Just let me know if you want me to add any touches, maybe little stars, maybe like, we can add a little glitter.
Plus Lincoln.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, absolutely not. I'd be like, I need to go.
Or Monroe's at an S.
I need to.
So like the dick is hers.
No, but like, she liked it and she ends up sucking his tattoo dick.
Yeah.
But turns out the tattoo is fresh.
It's fresh, so he's like, let me go clean it because
I don't want it to get infected.
I probably shouldn't have done this. And then he's like, I want to fuck, but like I probably shouldn't, since she wasn't supposed to give me head either.
Yeah, but
yeah.
When I read this part, the way, bro, is that I can't. This book cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. That's not attractive in a man. I don't want my name tattooed on your dick, bro. Please,
mind you, like, please. Like a guy you barely know.
I'd be like, oh my god, the worst mistake of my life.
And they also say that a human bite is one of the most deadly bites because of our saliva. It's like filled with bacteria. So that motherfucker's dick in real life probably would have fallen off.
Let's move on. Let's move on because I don't even know what to say. So he drops her off at work the next morning. Yeah. To Dr. Kevin. Yeah. And Dr. Kevin is like, you're on thin ice, young lady. You're late. And she's like, okay.
My bad.
Yeah, Dr. Kevin's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, Lincoln is having dinner with his family. And when he walks in, turns out they invited Cara. And he's like, what's she doing here? And his father's like, oh, like, so you guys could hang out a little. And while he's eating, she's there, like, massaging his arm. She's, like, rubbing up on him. And he's like, come here. And she's like, oh, my God. Like, he's going to talk dirty to me. Ah! But he's like, if you touch me again, I'll stab you with this fucking fork.
And she instantly is like.
She's like, I'm going to go. Take my purse
and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Bro, you know what that is? That's not even like, that's already concerning. He's gonna hurt a lady?
It gets worse after this.
Like, I'll stab you with a fucking fork.
It gets so much worse.
Again. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, he's like, touch me again, I'll stab you with the fucking fork. Not gonna lie, I would want my boyfriend to tell that to a bitch that touches him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's not cat right now.
Yeah. I'll be like, what, you let her? You didn't threaten her life? Then I don't want you. If you don't threaten their life.
Nah, chill.
Or if you don't punch them, like, nah, I'm kidding.
Let's be honest. Like, if you guys are at the club, and what would happen if a girl tried getting with your boyfriend?
With my boyfriend?
Yeah.
He'd probably walk away. He wouldn't even, like, interact.
He'd be like, bye.
Yeah, he'd just walk away.
No.
And he's not confrontational, so.
No,
so he wouldn't be like, what the fuck, bitch.
I would want my boyfriend to be like, back the fuck.
Nah, bro, honestly, I'll show up around the corner.
I don't think, like.
But like, who's this? I will fight. It'll turn into Bad Girls Club.
Yeah. Honestly, if my boyfriend got mad, he'd probably look a little scary. He was pretty tall.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He was like, bitch. I got a girl.
He could be like this, and she'll be like 5 feet away.
Okay, stop.
Not his arms are not that long. They're like 3. They're like
that would be concerning, girl. He'll be like a superhero, Mr. Fantastic.
No, he would be like Michael Phelps. You know, Michael Phelps got long arms.
He does.
Yes, he has
not
that syndrome.
5 feet.
He has super long arms, girl.
Oh yeah, he has the what's this called?
Yeah. Giant syndrome.
That's what he got.
Basically, that's what it is.
So, okay. After that whole thing happens, his father's like, what did you do? And he's like, come to my office, boy. And he tells Lincoln, he's like, if you don't do what I tell you to do, you know who gonna get it? And he shows him like video footage of Monroe.
He's like, I know about your little girl.
Yeah, and Lincoln,
about your dream girl.
Lincoln's already like plotting this man's murder. Yeah. He's like, oh, I don't think you know me, Daddy.
He's like, don't you ever bring her up again.
He's like, nah, I'm gonna have to keep her safe.
Yeah.
So he shows up to the apartment.
Yeah.
And he tells the landlord to
that creepy ass guy. He's like,
he pays him.
Yeah.
He pays him to evict her.
Yeah.
And he's like, say less.
He's like, I don't know what you're gonna say, but you need to get her the fuck out of here. No, but the landlord at first, he's like, no, like she pays her rent on time, like she's just really good. And he's like, she's really good to look at too. And Lincoln's like, get her the fuck out of here right now.
Mm-hmm. So she shows up. She shows us to her apartment. And this guy's like, you gotta go. And she's like, what?
Yeah, he's like, you have until tomorrow morning. She's like, why? So she calls
Lincoln. And Lincoln's like, oh my God.
He's like, what's going on, baby?
He's like, what?
And she's like, my house. Like,
he's like, oh my God, dream girl, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I can't believe it. He's like, you come stay at my house.
He's like, I got a penthouse.
Yeah, you come stay at my. So, she goes over to his house, and he literally describes it as like she's prey and he's the predator.
Yeah.
That's not how you should think.
It's giving haunting. I don't like.
Yeah, no. So
run, little mouse.
Well, she goes to his house and she's like, wow, like this man is so amazing, you know, like he's done all this stuff for me. And she goes to Lincoln. She's like, I think I'm ready, Lincoln. And he's like, you ready for what? She's like, I'm ready to fuck. She's a virgin, by the way, in case you didn't know. She's still a virgin. They haven't collected anything.
Oh, she's been keeping it.
Yeah, she's been keeping it for Lincoln, and he's like,
he's like, it's about to go down.
This is what this motherfucker says. This is what he thinks. He's like, a nice guy would have asked if she was sure about what she said, but I'd never do that. I wanted her blood all over my dick. I wanted to mark her insides with my cum.
Poetry.
Ew, bro. What? I wanted her blood all over my dick.
Her hymen. Her cherry.
Anyways.
Her innocence.
Yeah. So eventually, like, let's fast forward, because I don't even think they do it that night. I think, like, it takes a whole day and then they do it.
Yeah.
Well, no, he takes her to dinner. And he starts telling her, you know, like, oh, like, what, you impatient? Like, you want to get down to it already?
Yeah, because I think he's like, no, like, I'm gonna make it like a special night, but she's gonna have to wait for it.
Yeah, so but she doesn't want it.
She want it now.
And he's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you till you pass out. She's like, oh my God.
And he's like, make sure you eat dinner tonight.
I feel like this is a little scary. He's like,
I'm gonna wine and dine you.
Hey, dream girl. And when they finish, they finally go to his place, and he's like, don't be scared, dream girl. It'll be okay. Oh my God.
I would literally call 911.
Like,
when they tell you not to be scared, ooh, that's the part where you get killed in the movies. Yeah.
He's like, don't be scared, dream girl. Okay. It'll be okay. He's like, drop your pants.
He's like, my dick gonna be okay.
Yeah, bro. So they end up fucking.
Yeah,
they end up fucking with his tattooed dick.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna be in this pussy every day. I'll be like,
in that
sir,
shit.
you ain't getting it every day. Nuh-uh. That would already be a problem. He'd be like, what? I'm not getting it every day. You need to learn another lesson. So he goes to his game. He's a hockey player. He has to game. They're trying to get the cup or whatever.
The Stanley Cup.
Yeah. And he looks up and he sees that his father is in the audience sitting next to Monroe. And he's like, oh, hell no. He's like, no. Immediately. He fucking pulls her out of there. He's like, no, you ain't talking to her. But whatever. That interaction happened. I just wanted to let you know that interaction happened.
And wasn't the dad like telling her creepy shit?
Yes. He was telling her stuff about her appearance and shit. Yeah. And then, because he tells her, he's like, oh, yeah, like, that was my dad. And she was like, what? She was probably like, oh, that's another red flag. Like, if you come from that, I don't know what to tell you.
He's not too far off, to be honest.
He's really not. He's really not. So, it keeps escalating. He ends up going to Kevin's house. Dr. Kevin. He ends up going to Dr. Kevin's house. He beats him.
Yeah.
He breaks his nose.
Yeah.
And he's like, you on fire. You on fire, dream girl. Fire, dream girl right now.
Like, bro, you're fucking crazy. And then he's like, you're right.
He's like, you want to see crazy? He pulls up a video of like him like fucking random girls. And he's like, not just that. He pulls up another video.
Bro,
and it's his wife's brother giving him head. And that's when he's like, all right, bro. Like,
it was like the first video, wasn't it like his wife's best friend?
Yes.
And then the second one was his wife's brother.
He's like, all right, bro. Like, listen, I don't want no problems. Like, I promise you, I'll kick her out. I'll fire her ass. So, mind you, Monroe's like knocked out. He's After that wonderful interaction with Dr. Kevin, he goes back and he fucks her unconscious body again. And he's like, I had to be inside you, baby. I just had to. And she's there like, she's like, huh? And she's like, oh, it's you. She knocks out again. Like, she just sees his face. Like, she opens her eyes for a second. She sees his face like,
bro, how the fuck do you not wake up?
His fucking like jugular is out and everything. And she's like, I'm gonna go to sleep. She's like, I'm gonna just go back to sleep.
Bro, I'm sorry, but unrealistically, like, nah. No, negative. There's no way. You wake up.
I mean, she woke up, but she went back to sleep.
Nah, there's no way. You stay up. Trust me.
It must have not been that
I'm
big.
over here like, trust me.
You see, my boyfriend would never fucking try that with me.
No.
Oh boy, if you wake up sleeping Priscilla, oh boy, you gonna get whooped. I'm whooping you. Yeah. I'm whooping you. He already wakes me up snoring, and he wakes up beat up. Imagine if like he wakes me up and his dick is out. Oh my god, he gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it.
Like, I'm in the middle of the night, kicking, hitting, bro. The snoring is gotta stop.
Nah, I bought him the little strips.
You did? Does it work?
Girl, it works. Yeah, I've been sleeping like a baby.
Ooh, I need to buy those.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, buy them.
Because it's
buy them for real. For real.
No, but you're trying to wake me up. The fuck? Oh, bitch. You had like 12 hours. How long are we up? 16 hours.
No, it's not the time.
Oof. No, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
absolutely
these hands, not the pussy.
Absolutely. Fuck no. What? Nah. Well, anyways, he wakes her up. He wakes her up, and she's okay with that apparently. And while she's unconscious, he's telling her all these things like, "I'll make you fall in love with me, baby. I'll make you as obsessed with me as I am with you." Yeah. And she's like knocked out. So then in the morning, Dr. Kevin calls her and he's like, "Listen, like, we know you've been stealing money." She's like,
"So we've been looking at the accounts.
She's like, what?
Like, there's some money missing, and we know it was you. We need to fire the responsible person."
Yeah. And he's like, "Listen, we won't sue you.
Yeah.
Just go." He's like, "Please just go."
And she's like, "Sue?" Like, she's already like, "But it wasn't me." And then he's like, "Well, bye."
He's like, "Bye.
Don't come into work today."
Yeah. She leaves the bedroom. She's like, and Lincoln's like, "What happened?" And she's like, "They said I was stealing money." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Who said that?"
You would never do that.
He's like, "You want me to sue him? I'll sue him.
Yeah.
I'll sue him, dream girl. I promise you." And she's like, "No, it's okay. I don't want no more problems." And in his head, he's like, "Yes, now she's free to go to Boston with me."
But this motherfucker's crazy, bro. He's crazy.
Yeah, he takes her to Boston to see the game. And then he flies her there, and he buys out the whole plane. Mm-hmm. And she's like, "Why is the plane empty? Did you buy it out?" And he's like, "You ain't meeting no motherfucker on the plane. The fuck?" She's like, "Why you want people on the plane?" I'll be like, "Damn, okay." Like, could have just sent a private jet. Yeah. I don't know. You didn't have to buy out the whole plane. But anyways, she ends up going. She lands in Boston, and the paparazzi's still freaking her out. Mm-hmm. She doesn't like the paparazzi. She's like, "I need this to be quieter." And he's like, "No." He's like, "How dare you? I want the world to know my love for you. I will show them my tattooed dick." Oh. He should have gotten a portrait on his head. Her portrait.
On his
head.
dick?
Yeah.
Oh.
And like his hole could be her mouth.
So a portrait from the front.
From the front, like, you need to look at it like, not. Girl, if it's a little like to the side.
Girl, how big is the head?
It could be like regular size. I'm like, yeah, this. And then you draw the little portrait on the head, and yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, like, we can't be quieter about our relationship." He's like. He switches.
I'm still thinking about the head.
The portrait? Yeah, the mouth could be the little... Oh.
It's like a fucking cucumber. Oh. Like, guys.
That looks about right. No?
Two hands.
Two-handed. So, yeah, she's like, I want to keep it quiet. And he ties her up to the bed. And she keeps, like, messing around with him, saying, like, "I don't belong to anyone." And he's like, we gonna see about that. And he starts eating her booty hole out. Oh my God, I would be like, get off my booty hole, please. And they fuck. But she likes it. She likes it.
And he's like, I'm gonna claim it one of these days.
Yeah, it's gonna be mine. I want blood all over my dick.
Wait, what? Your booty hole doesn't bleed?
What if you rip it?
Girl.
He's the one that be talking about blood.
No, that's concerning if you bleed from your ass.
Well, yeah, I mean, he fucking ripped it. It got torn.
At that point, girl, go to the hospital because you might have to get stitches.
No, yeah, and you need some antibiotics.
Yeah, you probably got an infection going on.
Yeah, you shit down there, so.
Yeah.
You don't want nothing ripping. You've never taken like a fat shit and that shit rips?
No.
Never mind.
Oh my god, what?
No. Only me.
God damn, girl.
Yeah, girl, I'll be taking some big loads.
No, I've never gotten my asshole ripped by shit.
Oh. Yeah, and it had to be shit, bro. Like, it couldn't be a penis. Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah.
So yeah, he tells her, like, if I want to tell the world you're mine, I will fucking tell them you're mine. And she's like, okay, that's fine. And then apparently he like fucks her so hard that she blacks out. She knocks the fuck out. For a second, she loses her vision. She's like, oh my god, where am I? She's like, where am I? And when she wakes up, this man is like on top of her, thrusting. He's like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Oh my god. Imagine waking up to that. I'd be like, well, at least I know he loved me.
No, after you passed out because he was fucking you too hard. You wake up to him like, I love you. Oh my god. I'd be like, bro, I need to escape.
Dude, he was trying to engrave his dick inside of you.
Oh my god, no.
At that point.
No, that's crazy.
At that point.
Yeah.
Bro, to pass out?
To pass out in the middle. It must have been, I don't know.
Yo,
out of this world.
Out of this world. Out of body experience, let me tell you. She went to heaven or hell.
She astral projected.
And came back, literally.
Yeah. So, it's game time. It's game time. And they're in the locker room like we got this, like we gonna win. They're like, it's like High School Musical. They're like, Wildcats, get your head in the game. They're ready.
Yeah.
They're ready. They end up winning. Yay.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
They end up winning. And he has his jersey, but instead of saying his name, it says her name. Everybody's probably like, okay.
Well, no, the announcer is like saying like, oh, the Lincoln, whatever the fuck his last name is, seems like he got a new girl. Like, that's like, I guess he announces a relationship.
And it says Monroe in the back. He's like, that's my girl.
Oh my god.
That's
like, my dream girl.
She's like, oh my god. She's literally Gabriella, bro.
Yeah.
Like Gabriella and Troy. She's like, Troy! And he's
now
like,
I can hardly breathe.
She's like, he's psycho, but he's mine. And he's looking at her like, yeah, dream girl. He's like, I did this for you, dream girl. So, it's Tyler's birthday, and it's a very sad day because Tyler drowned.
That's his brother, by the way.
This is brother.
Yeah.
I skimmed over his brother's backstory a little, but
just so you know, he's the one that sings "Creep."
Yeah. That's where he got it from.
Tyler sings it to Lincoln, so Lincoln sings it to Monroe.
Yeah. And turns out that like he was skating on a frozen lake once and he fell in, and then Tyler jumped in to save him. Tyler didn't make it out. So every year on Tyler's birthday, the family has dinner and he invites Monroe to go. And she goes and it's like awkward as fuck. And his dad starts saying like, oh, dude, did he tell you that he killed his brother? And she's like, that's enough. She starts
telling them like,
bitch,
you don't know what kind of kid you have. Like, he's amazing. Yeah.
And he's there like, yeah. And he's like,
he's like looking at her with like the emoji, like the one that's like with the tears. He's like, oh, I love this bitch.
He's like, let's go, dream girl. Let's get out of here. That's how I imagine his voice. Dream girl.
Oh,
let's go.
For real?
So,
I thought it was more like,
this where it gets good. It gets good. So she's in the.
This is your favorite part.
This is my favorite part. This is the part that I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so y'all ready? I don't think they're ready, but
oh my god,
she's just there like chilling, and she gets a text, and it's like videos,
Yeah.
And she's clicking on the videos, and it's Lincoln.
Yeah.
And he's making phone calls and visiting people. He like her landlord going like, you're gonna evict her.
Yeah.
and then at Kevin's place beating him up and showing him the video saying you're gonna fire her.
And then, the text is like, you're welcome.
Yes, the text says you're welcome. And like videos of like literally him in the penthouse and her right there and him on the phone talking to the private investigator and like telling him to pay off any place that she applied to so that they don't hire her. And she's like, oh my God. It's like a You moment from Netflix. She had like a fucking Joe Goldberg is a psycho moment. She starts packing a bag. Yeah. She's like, oh my God, Nick.
She finds out all the shit about him.
So she's like leaving and he's in the living room. He's like, where you going, Dream Girl?
Oh my God.
He's like, where you going, Dream Girl? And she's like, oh, I'm going to school.
Yeah.
Like, and afterwards, like, I'm going to the library. So, like, I'll probably be home late. And he's like, okay. So she, like, walks by him and he's like, sure you don't want to talk about those videos you just got? She's like, excuse me? And he's like, you really think after going through all this effort to make you mine, I wouldn't be monitoring your phone too? She's like, what do you mean? And then she's like, she starts running away. Yeah. Like, but no one could hear her, bitch, because they in a penthouse. And she feels
you got the whole floor.
She feels a little.
She's like, I feel a little pinch, and then everything goes black.
Goes dark. He fucking said her.
Zayden Meadows would never.
What kind of hockey player is this? He got the fucking drugs.
He got the drugs.
Oh my God.
Bro, probably like, I wonder what he used. Where did he even get that from? He probably already knew. He already knew that she got those text messages. He was like...
He was waiting. He's like...
Yeah. He went to the pharmacy real quick. He's like, give me extra Benadryl.
Extra Benadryl. Give me an Advil. Give me that shit. Mix it up. He's like, make sure there's no air bubbles because I don't want my Dream Girl getting pulmonary embolism. Okay, so she wakes up. She's like, oh my God, where am I? And like, she tries to get off the bed. She's chained. She's chained to the bed like a prisoner. And he's like, how'd you sleep, Dream Girl? Oh my God, no. She's like, what did you do to me? And he's like, I drugged you, Dream Girl, to keep you with me.
He's like, you tried leaving me and you were not going anywhere.
Oh my God. No, and she starts like freaking out. She starts crying, hyperventilating, and she's like, you're a monster. Oh my God. And he's like, you're mad now, baby, but I'll make you fall in love with me again. It's okay. And she's like crying because she's like, this man is psycho. And she's like, okay, so she's like crying, right? She looks up and the guy's on the bed and she's like, okay, like he's getting closer. And she hears like the bed creaking, like, bro, she looks up and he's like crawling towards her. Like, she's like, oh my God. What the fuck? And he's like right here and he like licks her tear like, oh my God.
It's like literally a horror movie.
And then he goes like, I'm your monster, Dream Girl. He's like, I'm your spooky. I'm your monster. She's like, oh my God.
She's like, what the fuck did I get myself into?
She's like, get away from me, please.
Would you rather have stayed with Lincoln or the foster dad?
Lincoln?
Yeah, Lincoln.
At least Lincoln looks good.
I thought you said he didn't look good.
He's Prince Charming from Shrek.
You know, like
with Dwayne The Rock Johnson's body.
Oh my God. Like, would you say with Connor or Lincoln?
Connor.
The guy from her class.
I mean, Lincoln has money. Like,
he buy you food.
He buys me food. I don't need to work.
He tattoos your name on his day.
And you know, you could
rent.
Yeah, you could always marry him and kill him.
Oh. So who's crazy now? He didn't kill anyone last time I checked.
He almost killed several people.
Almost is the key word.
Almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so mind you, she's still mad at him and she's chained to the bed.
Yeah.
And he wakes her up by eating her out. And he's like, I know you hate me right now, but like, I know you want it. And of course she wants it. She's fucking sick too. Yeah. She's like, oh my God.
She comes from it.
Yeah, immediately. And then he leaves her chained to the bed, bro, to go to the game.
He's like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
He's like, but I'm gonna leave the TV on for you. Don't worry. You're gonna see me.
I want you to just see me at all times of the day.
Yeah. He's like, you're gonna see me win.
So she's like watching it. And while in the game, a naked, like, random ass girl jumps into the ice and, like, tackles him. Why? I'm saying the same bitch from the Uriel. Like, please. And then apparently Monroe got jealous because the naked girl ran up to him, and when he comes home, he could tell that she's jealous, and he's like, "Oh, so you still care for me, dream girl? Okay." They end up fucking.
She's chained still.
She's still chained, but she likes it apparently. And then he's like, "Oh, like tell me what I want to hear." He's like, "You know what I want to hear." And this crazy bitch goes like, "I love you." That's it. She signed her fate, bro. Yeah, that's
He's
it.
Like, I know you did. You didn't have to tell me. I already knew. I already knew. You locked it down. He's like, a few more days, I'm gonna like you.
No, bro. There's no going back. And he just is inside, and he's like, nope. Tuck that back in, because she having my babies.
And she's like,
scooped it, put it back in.
I'm on birth control, but okay.
Oh no, they gotta go. Nah. He calls the gyno and he's like, "You can't have her as a patient anymore. I'll pay you off."
He's probably like on Google, like, how to discontinue birth control. How to take out IUD.
Is it? Oh no. Surgery video. How to remove IUD. Did they do that? No, he didn't do that.
We read a book.
We just made a joke about it.
No, there was literally a book that I read that they took it out. Yeah.
Oh. I'm not reading that one. Before anyone says anything, I'm not reading it. So, he finally, like, frees her. He lets her go to his game. And he's, like, down in the ice again. And she's, like, in the audience. And she makes, like, a little heart. She's literally dry. And then he's like, that's my girl. And obviously they win. Mm-hmm. Of course they win. Yeah. They win the cup or whatever, and they end up like fucking on the bench. Mm-hmm. That's that nasty ass bench, and I know it's cold in there. I know it's cold. So
it is pretty cold.
We're already towards the end of the book.
Yeah.
We're towards the end of the book. And he barges into his father's meeting, and his father's like, What is this? Why are you here? And he tells him like, "Oh, like I bought half your company." Mind you, isn't his father the owner of the company?
No, because he bought like
shares.
I think he bought like 51 or something like that. So he technically has like more ownership than the dad does.
Yeah, but isn't the dad the owner? Like the sole owner of the company?
Yeah, but when you buy shares, you basically like own half the company.
Yeah, but doesn't the owner sell it to you?
No, it's whoever has more shares.
But that's your company.
But still, you could be the CEO of a company, but like that doesn't mean that you're like the one that owns it.
So how you buy back?
You can't really, like, they would have to agree, like Lincoln would have to agree to sell his shares, but he's not going to.
That's what I'm saying. Who owned the rest of the shares?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Wouldn't it be the dad?
Yeah, but Lincoln now has more.
But so he had to buy the shares from the dad.
But I don't think the dad like owns 100% of the company. I don't fucking know. We're getting too much into business.
Yeah, it confused me. Basically, I was confused because the father's the owner. How does the father not know that he bought half of his company?
Or more than half.
More than half, by 1%. And then, like, he shows him videos of him, like, screwing other people. Like, I think it's his partner's wives. And his father's like, all right, like, I'll back off. I'll back off of you. And then, yeah, it's, like, the end of the book. And she's reuniting with old Bill.
Yeah.
And Lincoln shows up in a suit and he gets down on one knee. Mm-hmm. He proposes to her and they get married that night. And that's it. The end. Happily ever after.
Yeah.
Doesn't
he like propose and he's gonna be like, he was like, you know, like, I could wait, but I'm not going to. And
he's like, I want to get married tomorrow, but no, they got married that night.
Yeah.
So thoughts?
Now on to ratings.
You want me to go first?
You can go first.
Where do I start?
I always rate the books more.
Where do I start? I gave this book 2 stars. I would have given it 1. But I gave it 2 stars because it made me laugh. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason why. In my opinion, there was no plot in this book. There's no plot. The main character, her character was not there. She had no character as the main character. Lincoln was more interesting than her.
Lincoln was more interesting.
Yeah, he was psycho. Yeah. It was cringy. I didn't like. It wasn't romantic. I couldn't take Lincoln seriously. I couldn't, because he keeps calling her dream girl and saying all these things, and I gave it 2 stars. Those are my thoughts.
I gave it 4. And I literally on my review put, what can I say? I'm a little unhinged.
To the point that they drug you?
Yes.
You want to be drugged?
No, but it's fiction. So why not? For the fucks of it.
I would.
For the fucks of it.
I'm a vengeful ass bitch.
Ooh,
I would drug him back.
Mm.
I'll get him when he least expects it. Wedding night. Be like, wow, baby, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, dream boy.
And then chain him. We're gonna chain him too.
I wouldn't chain him to anything. He would be gone. He'd disappear.
You would kill him?
Yeah, he'd be. Girl, he's gonna come after me. Of course, I have to kill him.
Girl, what? How can you compare that to him drugging you and chaining you to the bed?
No, because he did it to me first.
He didn't kill you.
He gotta go. He gotta go.
Oh my God. You would leave the country?
He would make my life he would find me, bitch.
Yeah, he would find you.
He'd never leave me alone.
Yeah,
I would have to get rid of him.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't kill him.
You would live with that motherfucker?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, hell no. Imagine your children. Well, how is he gonna raise your children?
A little crazy, to be honest.
Like, when you find love, you drug them.
Mm.
You tie them up.
Well, I read the next 2 books, and that's the advice that he gives. Yeah.
You don't ever let him
to
leave.
Ari and Disney.
Who?
Disney.
Christ. These names.
Mr. Walker? I think his name was Walker. Disney. That's what they called him.
Disney Walker?
No, his name was Walker.
Walker Disney.
And then his nickname was Disney.
Why was his nickname Disney?
Don't fucking ask me. I think it's because his last name, some shit like that. I don't know.
I thought that was a whole other reason.
No,
that's a little creepy.
No, he doesn't like Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse. No. But this was a little different, We hadn't done hockey before.
No. It's not for me. It's not.
We tried. Well, I already read it. She tried reading God of Malice. Guys, it wasn't for her.
No,
it wasn't for her. That whole series for me is a 5-star.
You're telling me this girl was dangling off a cliff,
and he's like, "I'll rescue you,"
and he's like, "Yeah, I'll save you if you suck my dick." What? How do you continue reading that and you find this man attractive? That's so icky.
She wanted it. It's one of those
she just met him.
It's one of those non-consensual consensual scenes.
Nah, girl, I don't got that type of kink. I know immediately.
That's kind of those people that have a grape kink. That's a thing. That's a thing.
No, immediately that shit turned me off. I can't do it.
So that one's off the list, guys.
I can't even see him romantically. I can't. I just find him disgusting now.
She texted me. She's like, "Please tell me this is not the
love interest."
The love interest, and I was like, "Yes, that is him, Mr. Killian." Oof, I love him.
No, and I think he was wearing no, he had a camera. He was taking pictures of her. Yeah. That's weird, bro. You're giving Dahmer vibes.
He's a sociopath. He's a psychopath. Literally diagnosed. I swear to God. Yeah, he has no feelings.
So then how are they together? He feels for her?
Yeah.
Then you're not a sociopath.
Ish. Yeah. But, guys, we can still convince her to read The Ritual.
Oh my God, no, bro.
She's going to be getting on a plane soon. She got plenty of time.
Okay, listen, because I went in and I read some reviews, and that book has me scared.
Why?
Some things were concerning.
What? What?
I read some shit.
Like
some nasty stuff about balls being cut off.
Not his.
No, but someone else's.
It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. I like The Ritual. That series is good.
Aren't they a cult?
Ish, yeah.
And they fuck her?
He fucks her. He doesn't share. Not him.
Girl. I guess we'll see. We'll see what you guys want.
If you guys really want me to read God of Atlas, like I would read it, but
read it.
It has to be like a crazy amount of people want me to read it.
Or if you guys have any other recommendation of you guys, what you guys want us to read, just let us know. But that's all for today's video.
That's all for today.
And until next time, guys.
Bye.